Um, I haven't had a car in Los Angeles since July of 2007, which means if my math is right, if my real quick math is right here, that is going on 9 years. I've lived in LA for 11 years, and I have succeeded in living here for 9 of those years with no vehicle. And I don't know. It's a really interesting thing because it's still kind of either something that's just known about me or people still find out and are like, wait, what? Like, how have you survived here? But the thing that's interesting about being a pedestrian, about, you know, using public transportation in a city like this, um, is that I feel like in a lot of ways you get to see more. Um, because well, first of all, you're not focused on the actual driving. So, like when you're on a bus or whatever, you get to kind of just observe. Um, and uh, if you're walking, you get to see kind of these like minute details about the city that you would otherwise maybe not see. The other day, I walked past a house in East Hollywood, and a dude had a hammock extended in his living room, like it was taking place of a couch, and so it like extended diagonally across the room, and he was just chilling in it watching TV. And I was like, oh, well, that's something I probably never would have seen if I wasn't walking down this street. um, but the other thing is that like the infrastructure of public transportation here has grown significantly since I moved here, and things that like you would have expected to have been developed like long before like even the '80s were are still being built and designed. And like when I moved to Los Angeles, the subway stations didn't even have turnstiles. You could actually literally just walk into the train stations, and no one would question you. I mean, eventually you would get stopped by police and they would ask you if you had your ticket, and you'd probably get, sent to court or written a ticket or whatever. Anyway, um, I think that like being a walker uh, and not relying on a car, especially in such a car centric society, kind of gives you different perspective uh, of various things. And I mentioned before the number of times I've almost lost my life in crosswalks, and I try not to judge my driver friends, my car centric friends. Um, but even like I grew up with a mom who she's never had her license. We walked everywhere when I was growing up, um, and so it's always kind of felt normal to me, um, and it still does. I don't know. Um, there's really no point to this dialogue. I just thought to talk about it. I was walking through LA last night, and I just kind of, you know, you have a different respect for the little things, the minor parts of the city that, when you're taking major roads or you're taking highways or you're in your car and you're focused, that you don't really kind of get to observe on a regular basis. And there is so much building happening in the city right now. There's so much going up all around everywhere, and so much change. And there's even areas of the city I spent a lot of time in when I moved here. Like I haven't been to in a while, and I like even like parts of Hollywood I just went back to, and I was like, man, like so much has changed just in the last 5 years. Um, I don't know. Just a little food for thought. It is Wednesday, March 16th. I will see you tomorrow.